I watched all 11 Fast and Furious movies, and after 1,379 minutes, my head hurts. Like, a lot. But I'm gonna rank all 11 in order from S tier to F tier. Let's do this. Fast and Furious has gotten pretty ridiculous as time has passed, with Dominick Toretto's family going from thieves who can really drive, basically to the Avengers. Cause you know, they literally went to space. But these movies must be ranked, and we'll also give out an award for each movie for the most ridiculous moment, and there are a lot of them from each movie. So let's start with the worst and most recent movie, Fast X. First of all, F tier. Where do we start with this movie? Let's start with Jason Momoa, the son of villain Hernan Reyes, the villain in Fast 5. Dante Reyes does not work on any level. They write him as this maniacal, flamboyant son bent on revenge, but it's just annoying and not compelling on any level. They even had the nerve to make this shit 2 parts. Who wrote this movie? It had to be Vin Diesel. He's a writer, right? The one good thing about this movie is the dynamic between Dom's brother, John Cena, and Dom's son, Brian. But all goodwill is thrown away when this happens. Yes, this gets the award for most ridiculous thing in this movie, and not saying something because, again, Tyrese and Ludacris went to space. This movie sucks. F. Next up is the Fast and Furious spinoff, Hobbs and Shaw, which made Tyrese say,
I don't know what they're doing.
And it's a damn good question. I mean, I'm convinced that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wrote this by himself. Case in point.
Now I take you to school, son.
Now, Idris Elba is a badass villain, but this movie took me 4 sittings to watch it in full. And it's only like 2.5 hours. It's just stupid and ridiculous. Kind of like this scene, which is our most ridiculous in this movie.
1, 2, 3. No one tells me what to do.
That's right, Dwayne Johnson is raw dogging Kevlar rope that supports people running down 20-story buildings with his bare hands. And then this. Yeah, fuck this. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, a movie that almost killed the franchise, and a movie where someone settles a dispute with the Yakuza, you know, like the Asian mafia, by drifting. F. Oh, and what's the most ridiculous thing in this movie? This.
Why don't you nice boys let your cars do the talking?
I only race for pink slips. This car goes for 80 grand. What would I do with a broken ass piece of shit like that?
How about me? Winner gets me.
Yes, a high school senior offers herself as a prize to the winner of the race. That's just weird writing in itself, but let's not forget that one of the contestants is the girl's boyfriend. Seriously, what man would agree to this? I mean, guy is a high school quarterback, you know, handsome, got a nice car, and you know what? He was Brad from Home Improvement.
Oh, Brad, get off the phone and kiss me.
That girl was for the streets. Let him have that shit. You two deserve each other. And our last F-tier movie is F9, the Fast Saga, clearly running out of creative names. This is the movie that after 8 movies, tackle the background of Dominick Toretto and his family. Oddly, they don't cover him getting the superhero serum when he was a kid, and that explains how he isn't dead after all the tomfoolery from all these movies. John Cena is Dom's brother, and he killed her dad, and this happened. Most ridiculous thing, so yeah, F. Fast and Furious 6 is officially when Dom and the crew become the Avengers, because this movie is just obscene and ridiculous. Letty isn't dead, because why not? Gina Carano's kicking all types of ass as Deckard Shaw's double agent, and we get this amazing line.
You don't turn your back on family, even when they do.
In the world's longest airplane runway. No, seriously. The plane was taking off for like 20 minutes. Like, how long is this runway? Like 50 miles? Just one straight line. And who can forget the most ridiculous line in all of Fast and Furious movies? D tier. I don't know if this is a hot take, but the original movie, The Fast and the Furious, is not a very good movie. There is some bad acting in this movie all across the board. Like, a lot of these people, you can tell, like, they're still trying to figure it out. But it is the most realistic of all of them back when they were broke DVD player thieves. This is just a mid-movie, C tier. Not good, not bad, but man, watching this again was a little hard to get through. Shout out to Ja Rule though. Yes, Ja Rule for the most ridiculous thing. Fast and Furious 8 it's something. First, white dread Charlize Theron should be a crime. Dom has a kid by Elena, so he goes rogue, and eventually this happens.
You gotta have about 2,000 horsepower in that thing. Try 5.
But I want to ask a serious question. Why do they always have their walkie-talkies in their hand in this movie? Like, where are the earpieces? Like, shouldn't they just be like, go faster, shift gears, press the NOS button? Where are the fucking earpieces? This movie has a lot of shit that's hard to stomach, and it's also always annoyed me that Jason Statham is just accepted as a good guy, even though he killed a bunch of people in the hospital last movie and spent the whole movie trying to kill the family. But the most ridiculous thing in this movie is definitely this.
There's over 1,000 of them.
Hack them all.
It's not even about being unrealistic from a physics standpoint or whatever, like most stuff in these movies. It's just not possible to hack 1,000 cars in 2 seconds and have them all drive perfectly. Anyways, this movie is fun. Again, not good, not bad, C tier. Closing out C tier is Fast and Furious, but it's the 4th one with a bad title because they wanted you to forget Tokyo Drift and Too Fast, Too Furious even happened. Dom investigates Letty's death, but it warms my heart to hear Dom say,
I said only pussies run nitro meth.
and I've said it a couple of times, it's not bad, it's not good, so C tier. But then you see shit like this.
Dom?
And you want to put it in the bottom of the barrel. We're moving along really fast here. What is your favorite Fast and Furious movie? What's the most hated? Comment below, and of course, like and subscribe. Now, you're gonna hate me, but I really enjoy Too Fast, Too Furious. Who needs Vin Diesel when you got Tyrese? Nah, but for real, this movie, it's funny. I remember watching this in the first Fast and Furious, and I'm like, how the hell did Paul Walker not shoot the superstardom? Blonde hairs, blue eyes, whatever it is, he had it. Brian and Rome's dynamic was built here and was a staple across more movies and was always enjoyable. This is my favorite of all of them, but not the best, so B tier. And we can never forget Crip Paul Walker.
Open a garage together?
Garage? How we gonna do that, bruh?
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Drop it, I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell. I wanna hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
No, for real. Whoever wrote that line should be shot. Forget about it, cuz. What? Fast 7 is unfortunately the movie where Paul Walker passes away in a tragic accident, and they handled it very well. I definitely cried on the rewatch, and it's amazing that they had over 350 shots to film after Walker's death. I really put it in A tier solely for that. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. The mountain scene is really good, but in the most Dominick Toretto thing ever, these things happen.
You never should have messed with a man's family.
Told your brother the same thing.
Yes, this movie has a tie for most ridiculous nonsense because this would have killed him and he would have flew to Sacramento, and this horrible line.
Thing about street fights, the street always wins.
What does that even mean? And then did Dom just collapse a parking structure with a stomp? I mean, he's only like a size 11 at best, and already wears elevator boots to make himself look taller on screen. What is this? And closing out our Fast and Furious tier list is Fast 5. This is the first movie to combine all the other movies' characters. This movie is fun as hell, and the bank heist scene is so good, and even better when you learn that it's a real vault just tumbling through the streets. This movie's S tier, but I must say it's kind of fucked up that they even robbed Hernan Reyes in the first place. They don't have a real reason to when you think about, other than a job that he put them on that they held out information. The most ridiculous thing about this movie, it's not what you think though. The fact that Hobbs says,
I'll ride with you, Toretto. At least until we kill that son of a bitch.
Makes zero sense. I know he just saved your life, but that should only get you some goodwill and maybe a good word with the judge. Brian describes him as,
When the FBI wants to find somebody, that's who they call, because he never misses his mark. This guy he's Old Testament. Blood, bullets, wrath of God. That's his style.
There's no way in hell he throws away every principle he has to help them steal millions of dollars. But guys, that's going to do it for this Fast and Furious tier list. If you like tier lists, I also rank every Marvel MCU movie to date from S tier to F tier. My name is Irique of Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.